Hello everybody, JP here for a playthrough of Dark Cloud. I had to sit on this one a lot because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to play through an entire game yet. God Hand and Link to the Past were, sorry, Link's Awakening were really fun. I was just like, man, I just burnt through 2 games so fast. But, I don't know. Anyways, we started playing Ninth Dawn 3 and I just kind of like lost my patience. It was just, I don't know, I wasn't enjoying it. So, we stopped on that one, and I was sitting there for the last, all yesterday thinking, Dark Cloud sounds fun, but there's a lot of grinding, there's a lot of weapon building, there's a lot of fishing, but it's fun. It's an entertaining game. It's a cult classic for, what it is. It was overshadowed by a lot of games when it was, when it was released. But another game I have a copy of in the garage and just figured, you know what? This would be fun. I've played through this game, I think, one time fully and a couple of times not fully because when I was younger, I didn't really consult the internet a lot for the guides for it, and just kind of relied on playing through it at a friend's house and never succeeded. And this specific game, I actually remember a lot of details about. Sorry, there's coffee all over my desk. It's just I grew up with somebody that we used to literally, I don't know, I used to spend the night at their house all the time as a kid, back when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, and we used to play video games all night long. For the N64, we would play, I think it was called Flying Dragon. I'd have to double check that. It was a fighting game with RPG elements. We used to play a lot of Dark Cloud, a lot of, the other game I have a copy of right now, Legend Dragoon, Donkey Kong Country, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. A lot of games that I've already talked about having played in the past, but we seriously would get home from school, do homework, play video games forever until his parents got mad, and it was really, really fun. So it brings back good memories, and I think that's part of older games is not only do you get to play something you enjoyed in your childhood, but you get to think about all the memories that you created along the way. So I think that's really cool. Also, I spent about 20 minutes testing out what options I needed. I got close to this game running well. I realized it was in 4:3 aspect ratio, and I switched it to 16:9. So rip God Hand, because I'm pretty sure that was in 4:3 the entire time. And I didn't even know there was a second page of the options because the black screen cut this off. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, I think the options are good. We want to have on stereo, we want to have on speedy, vibration. We'll leave vibration on, but I don't think it's gonna work. We'll leave this at normal for now. I do plan on fishing. I never fished any time I've ever played this game. I don't know why. I never thought about it. I don't know why, actually. It's just weird. But I never fished when I played this game before. So I do have a save file already. We're gonna overwrite it. Because unlike God Hand, I actually tested this beforehand. So here we go. A book was found in some old ruins. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with 2 moons, illuminating the sky. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. But whether or not this is a true story, do you believe in the story woven in the book? Maybe it's a fantasy that existed only in a boy's heart. Let me tell you this story. This ancient book tells of a magical and magnificent fairy tale. I don't know why it broke it up like that. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is... So, when I was testing out the game, I just named Tolan, I don't think I'm gonna do that this time. Yeah. We're gonna leave everybody with original names. Also, I am going to be consulting guides for this game, because this isn't the hardest, most complicated game in the world, but it does benefit to do your homework in this game, and I would suggest anybody playing it to use a guide. As we play, I'll explain why. But anyways, let's begin. We start off in the Dark Shrine. showing off a cutscene that I don't know how well plays because I accidentally skipped it when I was testing things out. So they're making the world's biggest suit. Dancing that rivals all those K-pop songs that you see on the internets. You've gathered quite a few of them. I've had a hard time finding dancers with the right qualifications. Look at them. Their dance of blood. Mixing the blood of witches with that of humans is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems. Problems? In order to procure a good material, you do need adequate... I see. I'll pay you extra. That should solve your problem, huh? Yes, sir. Thank you. So when will it happen? Very soon, sir. Let us enjoy the ceremony till it is time. That's so cheesy. Volume is like borderline too loud. Flag, sir. Do you know when the legend of the Dark Zini sealed in the urn? Of course. How much money do you think I put into acquiring this urn? Why would you ask a guy if he knows what he's doing? I've been waiting for this for years, and now its legendary power is mine. "400 years ago, the Genie of Darkness appeared in the east, and with its evil power, the world was burnt away. What do you intend to do with such frightening power in your hands? You'll see. Probably wish for a smaller nose, am I right? Oh, she's twerking. So now is the time. Yes, sir, so it seems. It's Majin Buu! His lesser-known cousin. Okay, that went way too fast for me to read. Well, it's quite different than I imagined. The Ancient Dark Genie. This is it? Hey, who are you guys? ... They're like awestruck. Welcome back. I broke the seal and released you. Therefore, I am your master. Oh, is that right? Whatever, fine. Yes, that's right. I haven't eaten for 400 years. I have to eat something. I need food. Everybody else dipped out. Got you. Huh? Stop it, hell! Well. Delicious. That guy didn't look like he'd taste very good. Anyways, back in the starting town of No Room Village. The walking animation and running animations in this game are really weird. You'll see. Hi, how are you today? Tone, it's already started. Come on, let's go. And for you, person staring at the screen, let's go. See, I told you, you should have hurried. Come on, we're late. I'm a staff member this year, so I have to go. Sorry. Oh, she left you. Tone, hurry up. Is this the only time we ever see Tone without his hat on? I actually really like the cast of characters in this game. They're so diverse. Also, another game with really good music overall for all the dungeons in the game and stuff. And the sound effects are so good. When you upgrade your weapons and stuff, oh. Oh look, they put me in the game. Right there on the right. PlayStation 2 graphics. All the blockiness. Meanwhile, on the frickin' moon. You know, at this height, that guy should really be struggling to breathe. Look at the insects swarm about. Start there. He's having way too much fun at this. I'll show you for having fun. Oh no. Are we under the genie? Good on Tone, though. Doing the right thing at the right time. Do I have to press A? Hi there. Can you hear me? Open your eyes. Wake up. Hey! Ahem. I am the Fairy King. I'm the entity that unites all of the nature's spirits. Listen well, young one. Something bad has happened. Men blinded by greed have revived the Dark Genie. This Dark Genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it could destroy the entire world. You saw it, your own village being destroyed right before your eyes. Not just your village. In a flash, many villages and towns were destroyed. In one night, half of your world was annihilated. It must be the men from the east that performed the resurrection ceremony, probably thinking to use its black demon power for war without realizing how frightening it is. It is darkness, pure darkness itself. Long ago, the so-called Dark Genie almost destroyed the entire world. Its malevolence is that great. The bad thing is that it has the same type of magical power as us, spirits. Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. Young man, I see that you have a strong willpower that can withstand the evil power. And also a clear, kind heart. you might be able to fight against the darkness it generates. I decided to stake our fate on you. Let me bless you with power. So now we're the only person that can open up Atlamilla spheres? Yeah, Atlamilia. There, surprise? That's called Atlamilia. It's a stone with a magical power. Oh, don't look that way, boy. I'll explain now. It might get too bright for your eyes for a moment. Oh god, Ori flashbacks. Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. But do not lose heart. As long as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form. Oh, I remember this cutscene. You see, just before the village was destroyed by that genie, I saved the buildings and people by sealing them into spheres called Atla. It seems that those Atla were scattered around by its tremendous magic power. The amazing cutscenes. They're actually cool. They were probably blown to different parts or places around the world. It probably thinks everything is destroyed. You must restore the world before it realizes that what happened. Or absorb that which I sealed in Atla, using that Atmilia, and bring them back. Then you'll be able to restore the world to its original form. You may even be able to create a better world than before. So we're basically God. You don't seem to understand anything I'm saying. Oh well, I'll give you another lesson when you acquire some Atla. So we're gonna go back to town a lot. I have been reading up on the game before starting it because I don't want to replay the game blind for, like, you know, the nth time. So, like I said, this is gonna be an educated playthrough as much as possible. And there are gonna be times when the sound dips. I can't change that. Tone, can you hear them? You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind, voices of the trees, voices of the animals, and the voices of Earth. They are all calling for your help. Tone, you will probably meet and say goodbye to many people. And talking to these people, you may receive clues in defeating the darkness. Look for them. Now, Tone, your adventure will begin. First, go to the village chief's house. He'll show you where to go next. So the game volume looks a little loud, I apologize. So you can actually fast travel in this game by, like, doing this. So if you go over here, you drop off Tone wherever you let go of the cursor. Kinda cool. Also, this is another game that has an absolutely terrible camera system, but it's fine. We'll live. I'm really hoping this runs stably, and I hope that the audio doesn't mess up too much, because I don't really want to have to buy a capture card and get the hookups for PS2. Ah, Tone, you're still alive! Seems like we're the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this would happen. One night and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Tone? I feel so helpless. The mayor of the village can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? As he's sitting there smoking a cigar, chilling out in his chair right after his village gets wiped out, like, okay. I guess the only thing we can do is get help from the guardian of No Room Village, Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure. I have a favor to ask, Tone. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside towards your right-hand side. You've probably seen it before. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. This is the cave key. So we are going to be using a guide for rebuilding villages, for sure. I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get too carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you more supplies. Good luck. So yeah, interesting hint. If you ever run out of materials, you can just come right back up to the mayor, and he'll give you more. I think he'll give you anything that you don't have any of in your character in your stash, but I could be wrong. So right now for Tone, I might have to drop the volume a little bit. No, it should be fine. So yeah, you get an escape powder to leave. You get a repair powder. You get all these things. And I think you get them until you unlock the Gaffer and his buggy. I can't remember. A spiky bug's coming out. Nice. Prickly. We are going to be fishing. So, another thing that... Like, this game is big on two things. One is dungeon diving. Three things. Dungeon diving. or exploring dungeons floor by floor, and sometimes being challenged in between them. Weapon building, which requires you to kill enemies for weapon XP, called AB, I believe? Ability? ABP? I can't remember. But anyways, and then rebuilding towns. So you'll see in a minute, we're gonna get pieces of the town. We have to rebuild them in a square, like a sim. Like a building sim. And we are going to be going back every floor so that we can restock on supplies from the mayor. Plus, we'll get our first tutorial after we get one Atla. So now we're in a dungeon. So you can see there are 8 Atla spheres. And then that 0, I don't know what that means. I'm assuming if you die, that goes up by 1? I don't know. Or maybe that means that there's a challenge. I can't recall. It looks like it has something to do with reviving. But anyways, when you're in the dungeons, you do have like a hydration system, kind of like a survival thing, so kind of like Subnautica. And your weapon has health. So the biggest complaint that this game has is it's very Breath of the Wild-like in how your weapons break. You'll see. It is for real this time, Tone. From here on, you will be put to the true test. Look at this tattoo of a dragon on my back. Just kidding. First, conquer this wretched Divine Beast cave, and you'll find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in a dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in the dungeon, acquire a gate key from the door leading to the next floor. Each dungeon has a different gate key. For the Divine Beast cave, Dran's crest will be the gate key. The gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. You must defeat the monsters to acquire the gate key. Since you can't tell which one has the key, you have to defeat them all one by one. Now, there is a caveat to this, I know. Flying enemies typically don't carry keys. I think it's either extremely rare or it doesn't happen. So bats and witches and there's another flying enemy in this cave that probably won't have it. Which is good, because flying enemies are very hard to kill with a melee character in this game. This game kind of honestly favors ranged characters quite heavily. And you can stun lock a lot of enemies, though. Next, I'll tell you about how to return to the ground level, rather than advancing to the floor below. To return to the ground level, mind connect with me. In other words, speak with your mind. When you do this, I will... Hey, Amy, the graphics aren't too bad? Yeah, they're alright. What's funny is I remember, like, I was looking at game FAQs, which I haven't had to use in, like, 20 years, I feel. Not that many, but you know what I mean. And, like, there was a post from, like, 9 years ago that was like, man, this game is already X years old. And then I see his post, which is 9 years from before this. I'm like, oh my god. When you do this, I'll transport your body to the ground level. Just select Leave Dungeon from the main menu. But be aware, if there are monsters left on the floor, the Mind Connect won't work. It'll be blocked by their evil energies. In such cases, use the item Escape Power to go out on your own. The No Room Village Chief has lots of it, so make sure to get some before you go. You can also Mind Connect with me when you go through the gate to the next floor of a dungeon. When you re-enter the dungeon, you can start the next level, so you don't have to worry about losing progress. Probably 20. Yeah, you'll have to check, but Dark Cloud came out a really long time ago. Next, it's on the weapons. Be aware that weapons are breakable, which is the biggest gripe that everybody who's played this game probably has about it. Which is fine if you're careful. And it can be something to, you know... It could be enjoyed if you treat that as, like, one of the biggest, like focuses of the game. And we'll see that later. So anyways, the more you use a weapon, the more it wears. And finally, it breaks. Broken weapons will disappear. Unless it's your starter weapon, in which case it will just revert back to the beginning stats. Well, actually, no. It'll just go to 0 durability, not break if it's level 1, I think. And if it's higher than that, it'll just, like, default the weapon. To prevent weapons from breaking, use the item Repair Powder. It will restore their weapon health pool. The longer you use a weapon by repairing, the more magic it absorbs from monsters and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change to a more powerful form. Keep that in mind. Oh, I cast a special spell on the dagger you have so it'll never disappear. But all the new weapons you get during your quest will disappear once they break, so be careful. Now this should be bolded and in red because this is extremely important. If you build a good weapon and you hit an enemy that's really tough, like a stone monster or something, and you break your nice, upgraded, evolved weapon, it's gone. And you'll ruin the game for you. Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and then disappear. Finally, the important stuff, the sphere, Atla, where I protected and sealed the fragments of the world. Bear's over on the ground, rolling around on his back. if you see an Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. You can absorb the contents of Atla into Atlamilia by touching it, and you get iframes. When you return to the surface, you'll be able to begin reassembling these fragments of the world. Oops, today's lesson ran a little long. That's it for the lecture today. Now, Toad, show me your true ability on this quest. Bye! So I believe there's a couple caveats to leaving. You can leave the dungeon at any time if there's no enemies left, and you... However, if... Oop. Okay, but... If you leave with enemies left, you lose half of your money, which, for us, is 0. So, who cares, right? Anyways, Amy, let me know if anything is too loud and I'll adjust it. Alright. Nice. So first off, we got a skeleton, right? Boom. And the first enemy dropped a Strand's Crest. How nice. So now... we can technically go to the exit of this level if we wanted to. But we don't. Because we need all 8 Atlamilia. But we can skip the enemies now. So something I never really thought of when I was a kid, but it's extremely important to know. You don't have to kill every enemy. You actually probably should avoid most enemies. Oh, that sound effect was a little rough. You should avoid a lot of enemies, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, you should avoid stuff. Like this guy, I could kill the Dasher, but I'm not going to. Oh boy. Oh boy. He did not want me to ignore him. You know what? Let's kill him. Oh, I accidentally killed the bat too! So, I believe... So, at most floors, I think, if not all, have a mid-door that you have to find the key to get to the other half of the dungeon. So you see here, coincidentally, it's just right to our left. Or right to our right. And then, if a floor has a pool of water, you can hydrate your character and max out your health. And I don't think... I could be wrong, but I don't think... I think those are always on that floor. Like, the game seeds a floor for your save file, and it stays like that forever. So, like, we'll always know that floor 1 will have that fountain. Anyways, let's give this bone key to the store. We're definitely going to want to get every Atlamilia for every floor, because the game gives you very, very good things for finishing the town. So we got a lamp. Alright, what's on this floor? Oh god. So, you can see in the bottom left, there's like a speed bar. That's like your cooldown in between combos or attacks. And, yeah, the only reason I'm killing enemies right now is because if we go back to town, we could technically get a free repair powder every time if we leave the floor. So we might as well just repair powder up before the end of the floor, and then go exit before going to the next floor, talk to the mayor, get the new repair powder, and then continue. Because... it would really benefit us... oh no. Oh no. It would really benefit us to get our base weapon level 5, and you'll see why. Now, you can kill bats, but it's really hard. So I'm not going to. You generally want to charge shot them or run around them until they attack, and then you attack them. So you can see our weapon's at 18 out of 48 health. If we go to 0 health on the weapon, it'll break. And different enemies have different, like, defensive stats that wear their weapon down, so you gotta be careful. Got him. So now we found the magic crystal that every floor has, I believe, and that'll show us the rest of the map. Really, really, really handy. Macho's house. I don't remember. I think all the Atla spheres are hard-coded. I don't think you can get certain things sooner than others by delving. Correct me if I'm wrong, but... And then, I don't know about all, but at least most floors have what's called a back floor. And something like tram oil, great example, will let you access, for the dungeon that we're in, tram oil is the key to the back floor of a room. What that means is, we could, oh no! Damn it. We could go back here and use the tram oil to go to the next floor. We're not going to, but we could. Oops, I didn't know I was so close to it that I could do that. So if we were to use tram oil on that, it would take us to the back room where it has tougher enemies that give you more AP. Yeah, for some reason, I have to, like, really push triangle super hard in order for it to work. So we're gonna heal our poison. We're gonna give Tone some bread. Give him some water. Dying's not really a big deal in this game, because it just throws you out of the dungeon with half your money. So losing 7 money, really not a big deal. And we don't want to go to the exit quite yet. We're probably missing an Atla. Oh no, we have all the Atla. Nice. We are gonna skip the bat though. Ah! Run away. Yeah, charge attacking bats is really effective, but we're not doing that. So we're gonna go to the exit, and... So we have Dran's Crest, which a random enemy in the floor dropped for us. Now we can go to the next floor. Now, we can also tell him, I believe, leave dungeon temporarily. Ew. So because we left our dungeon the first time with Atla, he's going to explain to us how to use it. So the game actually explains how things work. I love that. I hate games that just kind of like make you wing it. Ha ha ha. Seems like you finally come back with some Atla. Very well then, I shall teach you as promised. Pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of Atlamilla... See, now they spelled it Atlamilla instead of Atlamilia. This game also has a lot of spelling errors. You'll see a certain NPC's name becomes quite offensive later on. Buildings and people that were sucked into that Atlamilia will be restored to the original form. Maybe Atlamilla is the energy in the Atlamilia sphere, I don't know. Once you bring them back to the ground level, you can arrange them as you wish. By going back and forth between the dungeon and ground level, you can restore the Earth to its original form. That's your mission as the one who is granted the power of Atlamilia. Now let us move on. This may get a bit technical. If you wanted to place buildings and etc., press the select button while walking to go into edit mode. Press the select button again to return to walking mode. In edit mode, you can assemble buildings that have fallen apart and place them on the ground. Seeing is believing. Try it yourself. It must be faster than listening to my lecture. Oh yes, and if you ever forget these things I teach you, use this. A manual! It's a guide for using Atlamilla and other things. I wrote it for beginners like you. Manual can be selected from the main menu. Read it really carefully. Okay, I leave the road's reconstruction to you. I'll be watching. Ha ha ha, so long. So we're not going to do any building quite yet, because there's no point. But we are going to go back here and get some free supplies, which I think he'll do? We're in trouble if he doesn't. I'll tell you that. Also, I noticed our water doesn't refill automatically. Scary. Yo. Hook me up with some of that stuff. Oh yeah, there it is, see? Talking to him gave us all the stuff again. I didn't know it could do that. I wasn't sure. But yeah, so when you're rebuilding the game, there's a certain way you want to do all the rebuilding to do it, quote unquote right. And when you do that, you get loot, like special loot that you wouldn't otherwise get that maxes out stats on your characters. So no point talking about it quite yet. But let's save the game. Now we're gonna be saving the game a lot because there's something called limited floors, and basically the game will seed your save file and say, alright, well, floor 7 of this dungeon always makes you do this. Floor 12 of this dungeon always has you lose ABP instead of gaining it when you hit enemies and stuff like that. So, you know, and plus we might end up breaking a weapon on accident. We could do something stupid. So, and I believe if you do this, I thought you could do that. I guess you can only do auto repair powers, but like you can put certain things on your active item bar. And it'll auto use it. But anyways, let's go to floor 2. We'll probably go to floor like 7 before we go back. Alright, so now we're on floor 2. And like I said, we're gonna play this smart. We're not gonna try killing everything. And we're not gonna touch bats unless they just run into our weapon like they did earlier. Oh, what is that? It's a cat. Tone's just like, what the hell? How did you get down here? The doors are all locked. Alright. Dead. Damn, nothing. Barbell, hey! I like it. Okay, we're not messing with those guys. They're scary. Let's hope that we don't have to mess with them. Oh, we don't! Yes! We already got the hands crossed. We can skip everything else now, monster-wise. We'll kill this guy. Oh, now we can upgrade the dagger. So here's how the upgrading system works. If you wanted to, oops, you could customize the weapon by putting things in it. So what these attachments do is like Stonebreaker, right? You gain abilities here, so anti-stats. That's what these ones do, at least. There's all kinds of attachments that raise different things about your weapon. So this is your weapon. It's got how much health the weapon has. It's got its ABS, so like how much experience points it has. It's got its attack power, the endurance, which rates how much you lose per hit. It's got the weapon speed, which is irrelevant mostly. I don't think weapon speed is really the biggest deal ever. And it's got MP, which is kind of like a scalar of the elemental damage it does. And then you've got your elemental damage. You can actually just swap your weapon to any element you have more than 0 of. So, like, one weapon could have all the elements, and you can just swap them to whatever power you need. And then you've got your antis. So antis are your little, like, bonus damage to different, like, races of enemies. So right now, for example, this weapon has 4 to anti-beast, 3 to anti-undead, and 3 to anti-rock. I don't remember how much damage these count as. I'm assuming 1% damage or maybe 1 fixed damage per point. I have no idea. I'll look up the math on it later. But anyways, so what you do to weapons is you plug these into it, and you'll see that stats will go up. So that gives it 3 extra anti-stone. Now, the weapon gets this until you take them out. However, if I was to upgrade the weapon, it would have, you know, when you get your ABS bar full, it absorbs what's in it, and that just becomes built in. Now, because we want money, and this weapon, it really doesn't matter that much, we're not going to do that. We're probably just going to, like, auto, what do you call it? We're probably just going to upgrade this weapon empty, because these things cost a lot of money. I think you could resell these for, like, 50 or 100 gilda a piece. And early game money is way more important than getting a very, very tiny boost of damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade it. And this is, I think it's going to refill the weapon health pool. And we're going to get a damage point from it, I think. Yeah. So now it has 51 instead of 48, but it didn't refill the weapon health, which is fine. And our goal right now is to get it to +5, because we can synth it, and that's another thing you'll learn later. And then use it to power up other weapons really easily. No. You get away. Alright, so we found the next floor. We'll go there once we get all the Atlamilla. And now while we're playing, don't forget, Tone's getting thirsty. Mimi. Bone Key. And the egg thing. Cool. Now, it's not the end of the world if you run out of water. You just start losing, like, 1 health every couple of seconds. So it's not like Tone's gonna drop dead like you would think. But we do want to be careful-ish. Gaffer's buggy. Now, we're not putting that down until after a certain point. I know the trick. And this is probably good to mention, but we're also not going to, like, and it's probably obvious, we're not going to abuse the broken dagger glitch. We're not doing any glitches because, like, seriously, what would the point of the game be if you just instantly maxed out a weapon the second you got, like, far enough to get the, Paige and Pike's house, and then you built up, and you had, like, a gaffer with all the stuff to abuse that glitch? It'd be dumb. Anyway, let's go up here first, and we'll hook around. If there's any regular enemies that are easy, we'll kill them, but we're not messing with bats. Ah! The rebuild's gonna be fun. I'm probably not gonna use a guide to figure out what goes into what house, but I will be using a guide to lay them down. What is this? Oh yeah, I'm not messing with you. I don't know how you attack. And we'll definitely save the tram oil for now, because we can use that later when we want to do some backroom farming before we fight Dran. So... Ah! Welcome to Dark Souls. Let's just get this real quick. The camera is not that friendly. Oh yeah, we 3-hit him. Alright, so we're getting thirsty. Let's dump some water on our boy. There were 2 enemies in that room. Were they both those weird ghost thingies? I kind of want to fight the bats, but, like, you know what? Why not? We could do this. When you're in the stance, you're invulnerable when you cast your attack. Yeah. Aw. Alright, well, that failed once. But hey, it worked out the second time. Anyways, yeah, when you're launching a charge attack with any character, you're iframed, so it's kinda handy. I guess we probably should kill the bats because, yeah, before we do floor, like, 7 or so, we want to have a synth sphere. Nice. Nice. Gee, I wonder what's on the other side of this door. Oh, he dodged me! Yeah, whatever. There is no infallible strategy, but every enemy in this game is pretty telegraphed. No, you know how much I suck at the average game, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but we'll do alright. We'll kill one more bat, because we're about to go to the next floor. Oh, never mind. I don't know how those guys fight. I guess we'll risk it. Because we're not going to get a free bread, because we already have one. Let's see how this guy attacks. Oh, that's not that bad at all. Ooh. We might as well throw that on our weapon for now. Oh, we should really just throw these on our weapon anyways. Alright, so... Yep. And then that's, Oh, yeah, right. Now we're gonna go back up again. I suggest doing this every time, at least in the first dungeon, because it's gonna make the game a little easier. If, like, you just learning how to play. Like me, again. One thing I don't know, like, can I go to a floor I've previously beaten, and, like, do I have to get the key again, or is that floor just, like, now a free floor? I can just come and leave when I want. I don't remember. Sorry, but the audio is gonna do things like that sometimes. There's no way around it. I looked up the audio settings, I couldn't find anything that helpful, so I was like, whatever. I'm honestly surprised the game is working as well as it is. I'm pretty happy with that. I really like the game's, like, the atmosphere of the music in this game. It's really good. I'm back! Exciting, eh? Don't give me that look. This is for your benefit. Now here's the intermediate course. I won't repeat myself, so listen carefully. First is a lock-on. You already knew that pressing the L button locks on the monsters. Red target frame will appear around an enemy for as long as they are locked on. However, you may not have known that the L1 and R1 buttons functions change during lock-on. Pressing the L1 button during lock-on switches the lock-on to another enemy. Pressing the L1 button repeatedly cycles through all the enemies in your field of view. Next, pressing R1 activates your guard. Guarding allows you to defend against enemy attacks. Don't forget that the guard function, it can save you in the heat of battle. Also, did you know about the attribute change function for your weapons? This changes weapons' elemental attributes. There are 5 attributes: Fire, Ice, Thunder, Wind, and Holy. Many monsters are vulnerable to a specific element. To change a weapon's attribute, use the Attribute or Customize command in that weapon's menu and change it there. Of course, you cannot activate an attribute unless a weapon has points on that attribute, as I explained earlier. What do you think? Easy, huh? Don't want to fry your noodles, so that's enough of this info for this time. Good luck to you, boy. See you soon. Alright, B3. Alright, let's kill this guy real quick. Now, we don't want to mess with that dog unless we absolutely have to, because he's going to eat weapon durability points like no other. Or, WHP. My house! Hell yeah. We became a homeowner at the age of like 16 or whatever the protagonist's age is. Yeah, enemies made of stone generally have a lot of like toughness to them. They're just not good. Let's see how much this does. 11. Not worth. Okay, well now we know. Once we can start affording like Dran's feathers and stuff, it's gonna be real fun. Nice. Yeah, that guy is tough. But yeah, unless we have a couple of like repair powders, backdoor areas are just not worth it. Nice. Ooh, a big chest. Ooh. This is exciting. Hopefully it's not a mimic, because a mimic will wipe us out. It's locked. Forcing open may activate a trap. So let's choose an explosion. Ooh. Oh, we got a Shamsher! Look how much more attack power that thing has! Oh my god. And it's Thunder Element. Wow. So we can see we can't build it up yet unless we get more of all these stats. So let's explain the build-up system. Weapons that aren't your basic weapon can be built up or evolved into a new weapon. In order to do that, you go to build up, you go to the menu, and then you see the stats in red. The stats in red are the ones that you need to raise to a certain threshold that you don't know yet. They'll turn white when they're high enough. And when they get to the white stat, all the way around, you can then evolve or, build up that weapon to the next form. This is very important because this is how you play the game. So in this situation, we need more Ice, Wind, Holy. We need more Beast Killer, Metal Killer, and I think Witch Killer. We also need more Attack, Endurance, and MP stat. And once we get that, we'll be able to build up to the next weapon. I thought there was a caveat to this, like you don't actually need the Endurance stat or something like that, or one of the other stats. It'll just go up to the minimum of the next weapon, but I could be wrong. We're not going to use this weapon yet as much as we'd like to, because I want to build up the... Oops. I want to build up the dagger to level 5, because if we build it to level 5 and we synthesize it, we at least have something to always throw in any other weapon for any other character for extra damage. But hell yeah, I don't think we could have asked for a better weapon right now. Like, oh damn, I just noticed Tone is thirsty. But, yeah. I don't know how likely it is that we're even going to get a weapon a high enough level by the time we get the next character and the next point of the game where we need to be. We'll see. Yeah, see, a lot of the enemies on this floor will absolutely wreck you if you were to fight them. Ah! Alright, looks like we're gonna have to beat up some bigger enemies, unfortunately. Which is fine. There's a lot going on in this room, though. We'll try killing the statue guy, but it's gonna suck. And he's gonna hurt us a lot. Oh wow, he's fat. He's... Ah! I was trying to circle strafe him, but that was not happening. So I'm mashing triangle right now, but I can't. Let's see, do I have to be out of combat? There we go. I don't know if I have to be out of combat, but whatever. Oh, we'll try, Ooh. We'll try hitting him with the charge attack next. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, we lose 3 for that. That's fine. Woo! Okay, we lost 5 for that one. Damn. But that's fine, because we can repair it. Not a big deal. Oh, we got a lot of map left, but we have water, so that's fine. So let's, repair. And we can almost level up the weapon again, which is really nice. But yeah, like I said, we don't really want to mess with the dogs unless we absolutely have to. Because they're just like everything else, gonna break a weapon really fast. Bye-bye, doggo. We want the dashers. Honestly, that's the best enemy. Ah! Come here, you. Please draw me the crest. Oh no. Tone's about to start getting desperate. Now let's make sure there's nothing else in here but the bat. It doesn't seem to be. So let's move on. I see a treasure chest and a skeleton. You know what? We can take you. Nice. Alright, let's upgrade the weapon. We're gonna take the things out of it out because they're gonna sell for a lot of money later, and I'd rather get that money than this. Three more levels. Come here, you. We didn't even do one more damage on him. And luckily we do have the Shamshire, so like if we have to... Ooh. If we have to use another weapon, we can. And it looks like we are. Damn. Alright, well. We definitely don't have it yet. So, one of these other 5 enemies, aside, well, except for the bats, I think, has it. Which means we're going to be eating a little bit of weapon durability up. And by a little, I mean a lot. I am curious, though, if we can use a weapon repair powder from the mare And then, like, just talk to him again for another one. That's actually not that bad. They're weak to wind, so that makes this weapon a little better against them. Alright, so we're at 25 durability. I didn't even pay attention to how much we had before. Let's find out. So we lost 7. That's fine. Alright, one more doggo. This one should be the one to get it, otherwise bats can drop it, and I was wrong. And I'm completely fine with that. I just noticed my health. Nice. Alright. Did we not run through the fountain earlier? I thought that refilled your health. Maybe it's only your water. On our way back, we'll test. I wonder if there's any strats to moving faster other than Dran's Feather. If this heals us, I'm gonna kill the bat. Okay, cool. What? Cheater. Just turn around and got me. I don't think the synth... Like, honestly, a synth sphere of this weapon's not gonna do much for us, but it's better than nothing. It'll give us, like, maybe 1 wind or 2. And, like, 6 attack power by the time we upgrade it. Because you get 60% of the base stats of a weapon when you synth it. At +5. Oops. You're gonna be hearing that, like, dragged out sound so many times during this playthrough, and I'm sorry. Alright, so we're gonna repair the weapon real quick and then talk to the dude for more repair powder. Oh, we already repaired it. That's right. I have a feeling this guy will just give me everything I want repeatedly. So let's see. We're about to test that. Oh no. Oh yeah! Cool, alright. Good to know. So you can abuse the mirror for the first, like, several floors of the game until you open up the gaffer. That's freaking incredible, actually. I'm really happy for that. And like I said, because the way building works, there's not the biggest benefit ever to building early. You might as well just wait until you have a lot of stuff and you can actually finish somebody, like request stuff. And we are going to die a few times in a minute when there's a QTE because of the way that the controls work. Yeah, right here. Unfortunately, the delay of button pressing is going to just be really crappy. Alright, let's kill some skellies. Now you die. Alright, we're gonna get this. Ah! No! Yes, bread, thank you. Alright, so now we've got to do like a QTE scene. And if we fail, you're gonna get shanked. So Tone, he's a tough one, Tone. You have to duel him. Yeah, they're called duels. So, there's only a couple of them in the game, like 6 or 7, I think. A duel is a special form of combat. Controller button markers will move right to left. Press the right button when they line up for the blue bar. The arrow such as left mean pressed in that direction with either the directional buttons or the left analog stick. The closer the button is to the mark, the closer the button is to the mark in the center, the better your rating will be. And if you get a good rating, you get like really good loot. Anyways, let's start. We did it! Excellent. A present from the fairies. We got a diamond for that? Oh my god. Alright. That was like probably the best item to get from this. Oh my god. And we get a power-up powder. So power-up powder will instantly fill the ABS of a weapon, technically, or act like one. Actually, if you use it from the item menu, I think it doesn't even, like, reset the ABS bar. Anyways, yes. Diamond! So watch what this does. Yeah. +5 to every element, or every, anti. And I don't think it does anything else, right? Yeah. Oh, and 10 to anti-metal. That is, like, one of the best things ever for leveling up, all your anti-stats when you just need, like, a baseline level them higher. So, holy crap. Man, I'm excited. That's freaking incredible. Let's go, let's leave and then save the game. Oh, I keep doing that. And we're gonna save our power-up powders for a long time. There's just no point using them yet, honestly. We're gonna save real quick. Honestly, we probably should. Let's go abuse the mechanic of the repair powders with the mare. I know it's stupid and micromanagement. Ooh, I'm just gonna weird shiver. But I think it's a smart thing to do at this point in the game because it's gonna make the game easier. And honestly, I'm gonna reuse the water. Is it cheesy? Yes. But is it effective? Also, yes. And if you wanna, like, if you wanna, I don't know. If you wanna get every advantage you can, this is how you would do it. I don't think we're gonna get the dagger to +5 unless we use the upgrade powder before we get the girl and we have to actually use her. There's gonna be a new character coming up, and there's gonna be a floor right after her that forces you. Actually, she doesn't come up. We can already get her, but let me see something real quick. There is a floor that we're gonna start building on after we beat. So floor 7. Oh, it's floor 11. Never mind, we're more than good. But floor 7, we need to be careful. Anyways. So yeah, we have till floor 11 to synth this weapon up. Now, so there's 8 of those here. Oh, that's how many kills, or how many monsters there are in that floor. Oh, okay. I need to use the restroom, but yeah, I think it is tempting to eat the diamond, but I think we're going to save the diamond for the weapon that we want to use forever. So, be right back. Alright. I forgot to save my game. And we can't leave. We can't go back. Well, whatever. We'll be fine, I think. Yeah, I'd probably save the diamond for a long time. I don't think it's worth synthing it yet. Or, you know, combining it to a weapon to synth. How's it going? Got the hang of it yet? The floors beneath this one are even tougher. Now to the advanced course to give you a fair chance against the meaner enemies down below. Are you using your charge attack when fighting enemies? Hold the L button down after your body flashes to release it. With this, it's supposed to be the X button, but whatever. With this, you'll be able to do a jump slash. It's effective against flying enemies and ground enemies. Let's talk more about weapons. So, how are your weapons growing? If you don't start upgrading them now, you're going to get into trouble later. Before you upgrade, it is a good idea to keep attachments on. If you upgrade with them on, then the weapon can absorb the power of the attachment to add to its own power. But there is a power limit for each weapon. There is no need to upgrade its ability beyond this limit. When weapons reach level 5, +5, or greater, they can status break. A status break is breaking down a weapon into a synth sphere that contains the power of that weapon. If you install this into other weapons as an attachment, in the blue square only, you can add the old weapon's attributes to the new weapon. The attributes in the synth sphere will add to the new weapon's attributes permanently when the sphere is absorbed. However, the attributes received may be less than that of the weapon before being made into a synth sphere. If the new weapon's limit is higher, then you can make a more powerful weapon. Pretty cool, huh? That's it for today's lecture. Take care of yourself. I'll always be watching you. Creepy. But yeah, so basically, there's no point in having a super good synth sphere if your weapon's max stats can't handle it. So, you want to have... The game really requires you to do a lot of stuff. Alright, so we still lost 6 from him. That's fine. Boing. Nice. Got a keg. Oh, that's the Explorer. I love how much we're taking advantage of the poor mayor and his unlimited supply. So we'll kill bats if we have the ability, like, later on, if it's convenient. Oh boy. Dang it. Not expecting that. Alright, we're gonna skip that skeleton or that statue for now. We gotta be careful. The bat hit us. That's okay. We have 2 bread right now, I think. Or no, we have 1 bread again, but that's okay. I should have been more careful around the bat. It's not the end of the world, especially now. Alright, so we have 7 weapon power left. Or weapon health. I hear another dasher, and we can easily kill them. Nice! Cool. Oh, look at that other side area we missed. Perfect. So now we'll just upgrade, or we'll repair. And the dagger's about to get level 3. This level also has 2? Somehow, like water pools. Oh, we got the gaffer. Nice. Ooh, 2 hit. Get wrecked. 1 or 2 more enemies and we should be able to upgrade the weapon. Upstairs storage. We'd really rather not fight a statue if we can help it. Let's kill another stone dog, though. Please. Yes! Now we do need a bat, though, because a single bat will be the difference between leveling up the weapon. Actually, we just kill the dog. And that should fill up the weapon. Yeah. So we're gonna take these out. I know. But I just don't... I don't feel like that's gonna be worth adding on yet. I wonder if endurance +2 is worth it. Probably not. Probably better to use anti-rock because it's gonna maybe provide us more damage against them. I can't even tell. So since we got this level figured out... Oh, we got Pike. Nice. Now we just need Paige's house. Ooh, holy water. Yeah, now we can kill a couple enemies because we can just abuse the mirror later on. I hope. Stand in powder. Nice. I like how we're doing less damage. Maybe it's because I did have the other thing on before. Yeah, you really don't get a lot of money in this game early on, so... And the items that you would normally buy cost like 150 to 300 gilda. So it's a really good idea to just do these things the way we're doing it. Because yeah, even if you were to talk to the gaffer, or let's say you laid down the gaffer and then the mayor said, I'm no longer giving you free stuff. You would then have to be able to afford the weapon powders every floor. And they're so prohibitively expensive that you probably will just end up breaking your weapon and running out of money, and therefore not being able to make a new weapon, nor make money, and be stuck in a downward spiral of unfortunateness. And that's what we want to avoid. I hear a bat. I don't understand how you're supposed to hit them, I guess. Because I go to hit them when they turn around, and they just instantly get a hit on you. Oh, I just thought about that had to be the magic crystal, I think, if you're guaranteed one on the floor, and that was the only chest left. That's fine, let's go on the next floor. We really need to save. We're gonna save, like, before and after talking to Mayor, just to get it out of the way. I really don't want to lose that diamond. That was a really, really nice drop. Alright, let's go this way. So we're coming up, I think floor 7, we're going to switch to the Shamster and use that momentarily, but we'll find out in a minute. We don't want to lose anything on the dagger. This is small game strats, I get it, but... Alright, let's dump some water on the boy. Talk to you. Dump that on you. I'm really liking this strat, and it makes me not even want to, like, bother with doing it any other way until we get past this whole map. But we can't do that, because fighting Trant, even with the basic Shamster, will probably be pretty rough. And one repair powder probably won't be enough, honestly. We'll probably end up doing some farming. Like, this is going to be a long playthrough. Get comfortable. I just noticed you can go to the dungeon right here. Cool. So floor 6, I think? Yeah. So floor 7 is the one where we're gonna have the challenge that's gonna mess with us. We can't change weapon and we lose ABS. Unless it's floor 6. Oh no, we found the cat again. What up? Wow. That look of defiance. This must be the area where we get the cat. Unlocked. Bridge. Nope, screw you. And you. And you. Oh my god. What the hell? So this game's got a lot of random generation going on for the dungeons, which I kind of like a lot. Because it makes the experience different enough. Ah! Ooh, we got a Dran's Feather. We're not going to use that yet. But that's an item that we will be buying in bulk soon. You'll see. Also, we just wrecked the hell out of that skeleton. Ah! What? Oh dear. Let's run away for a second, shall we? I can't use an item, why? Alright, let's not fight the mimics quite yet, because, let's assume that they aren't holding the Dran's key. We're gonna be in trouble. Ooh, a poisonous apple. Yeah, we're not using those. Hell yeah, nice. Oh, nice. We're also not getting these mysterious circles because, they can really mess with you. Oh, man. I like how badly I handled that mimic. Nice. Looks like we're gonna be in some trouble on this map. Ooh. Never mind, that's not that good. That's nice. Hell yeah. Please. Damn. Ah! How much health are we losing for this? 3. Ooh, these guys suck. Not worth it. It's okay, though, because we have an extra powder. Although there are a lot of enemies on this floor. Let's kill this guy, too, while we're at it. God, 19 for that. Ooh. Those guys really stick it to you. I mean, with the Shamshire and the ability to just, like, re-talk to the guy, I'm not too worried about durability of stuff. Ah! Oh my god, game. No! Come on. Alright, let it be known that mimics can drop the item. Wow. Alright, so we're just gonna go straight to the last thing and get it? Well, no, you know what, maybe not. We have another repair powder that we're gonna have to use. So let's kind of see what our options are as we go to this next room. Oh. Okay. Alright, we can kill one more bat safely. Cabin, nice. Now, we have enough for durability. So we have one more powder. We're gonna beat up all these guys right here, because I want some AP. Or ABP, whatever. Oh! Owie. Be nice if he gave us some loot, though, huh? Oop. Nice. Hey! Nice! Cool. Alright, next floor. Oh, I'm sorry, not next floor. We're gonna leave. This game definitely requires you to stock up on certain things, too. Like, you obviously want to have, at least one repair, at least a couple of repair powders, some water, some, what do you call it? So, at least one escape powder, because that way you can escape without having to lose half your money. Preferably people like having a stand-in powder or revive powder, because that way when you die, you don't get sent back with half your money instantly. I believe that's what'll happen. Alright, so actually, let's do this. We don't have to worry about this quite yet. Since the Shamster has no ABP, I don't mind losing some of it in the limited zone that we're about to be in. Plus, we're gonna try to rush this next floor. Aha, seems like you've got the hang of it. Now for the next step, listen carefully. I will lecture you on special areas in the dungeon. First, the back floor. Each dungeon has floors that have back floors, and the way to enter it differs for each dungeon. You can figure it out. Back floors have valuable treasures, but the monsters here are stronger. There's a higher risk, but also higher reward. You should give it a shot at least once, which we will, eventually. There are also special floors that are called limited zones. A special sealing magic is cast there, so some of your normal actions are disabled. What actions are limited depends on the type of limited zone, which, if I recall, there's a couple fixed ones, but all the other non-fixed ones are random per save file? Once you enter a limited zone, it is important to figure out what it is and it isn't limited. What is and isn't limited. That's it, got it? Well, if not, you'll get the hang of it as you go along. Now I'll let you go. It will get even harder after this. Be careful. So long. Yeah, using weapon reduces ABS. Weapons can't be changed either. So, now we just need to go to get all the spheres as fast as possible and get out. River. Oh my god, that guy's huge. Page's house, nice. Oh my god. Treasure key. Ooh, that's nice. Wow, this weapon is strong. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. It's just more of that damage. Yeah, what kind of floor is this? I don't want him to guard. Yeah, like that. This is gonna be a risky floor for us. We might have to escape out of the floor if we don't get the key by the time we run out of repair powder. Which it is what it is. We'll see. But this weapon's damage is so much better, oh my god. You don't lose damage. Oh, you don't lose weapon health power when you hit a shield. I didn't know that. It's not a big deal if we have to leave because we couldn't get our we ran out of weapon durability in time. These guys can't drop it, I think. The key. We'll find that out. It's a good thing to test. Or at least get an example of. We don't have the most water left, so I don't want to sit for too long. Never mind. And I know there's lots of tricks. Like, one thing we actually should be doing that I didn't even think about until just now is you can equip a stronger weapon and kill an enemy. Now, before the enemy disappears, you switch back to your weaker weapon. I don't know if there's a fast way to switch weapons. I don't think there is. Yeah. I think you just literally have to switch on the fly. Yeah. So one option I could be doing in the next dungeons is just use the Shamshire to like one-hit or two-hit stuff, and then switch back to the regular dagger. Because with the diamond and the sense-sphered regular dagger, we're going to be in good shape for a long time. Not really, but... Okay. Alright, let's just go up all the way. There's also this guy. We kill him real quick. Wow. Hey, we got it! Nice! Now, the only reason to kill enemies on this floor would be for loot. And I don't care about the loot. It's not worth it right now. Then again, these guys die in one hit. We have 0 ABP, so I guess it's just a free chance at getting a piece of something to sell later. We're not gonna mess with ghosts, though, because I don't like ranged enemies. This went really well. Okay, there's only one Atla ball here. Wow. Wow! Ah! Alright, let's get out of here and unpoison ourselves. Poison lasts until you die. I still can't press triangle. Maybe you can't press it when you're moving. Maybe that's what it is. Hell yeah. Ooh, lots of loot. Hell yeah, thank you, RNG. A potato cake? Oh, we're holding on to that thing. I know what those do. I mentioned it before, but fishing is something I've never done in this game before, and I really want to try it out. Pretty excited about that, actually. Why, thank you, game. Why, thank you! Getting the map and the egg at the end of the floor. Yeah, the treasure key will be nice, because that means we have a sure shot way of not having to get blown up by it or anything. So that's kind of nice. So floor 11 is the one we got to stop before. So after floor 10, we're going to start building out the town according to a map that I saw once upon a time that's on a OneNote document behind the screen. Alright, so... we're actually going to try using the Shamshire swap. I want to see if it annoys me enough. I don't think it will. So, might as well give it a shot. Alright, everything is good. And yeah, once we get to floor 10, and we start building the town, we're probably going to end up getting a miracle chest or two, which might actually make Tone a lot stronger. Yo. Did I just not see that before? That's hilarious. Anyways, let's eat that. So, Fruit of Eden, you get, I think you get... there's enough of them to max out every character, except you'll be 3 short, if I recall. So when you pop this, now we have 10 more max HP. That'll be very beneficial. We're gonna probably build out like every character except for Spear Boy. Forgot his name, I don't like him very much. Like I said, save this game a lot. Because if you don't save and you do something wrong... oh, yeah. Come on, game. Let me out. You could very, very easily and very unfortunately screw yourself. And you don't want to do that. It sounds tedious, but it's better than having to, like, lose 2 hours of progress because you broke your weapon and now you have to reload the latest save. I think this is another duel. I'm pretty sure this is a duel for the cat. It is. Alright, let's see if we get stabbed by Mr. Edgelord. Well done making it here. I had a good look at your ability. This creeper was just watching us. Or maybe it was just that stone on your left arm. He's got that look of Link when the Rito girl kisses him. No doubt that is a legendary Atlamilia, a treasure from the gods that is only the worthy can possess. Hard to believe you're worthy of it, but that's not the issue here. Would you be so kind as to hand it over to me? Let me think about that. No. I see. So you intend to use that stone to restore the world. A noble goal. But even if you restore the world, the destruction could repeat itself unless you defeat the Dark Genie. Unfortunately, such a task is beyond your abilities. It is a being powerful enough to destroy the world in an instant. Yeah, no duh, we saw that already. No weapon or man can stand and face it alone. Yeah, hence why we have to have a bunch of weapons and a bunch of players. I've come to this place, or rather this time. So is he a time traveler? For that stone. I, space, need that stone. More than you do, actually. There's a great deal about that stone that you don't comprehend yet. Ugh! Man, he is super edge mode. Pardon me, I do ramble on sometimes. Well, if you'll not hand over the stone willingly, then I have no choice. Let's duel. Give me another diamond! Oh, sapphire. Hey, I'll take that too. I honestly like all the gems. They're so much better than anything else. Huh, you did quite well. How's this then? Huh, that looks like the genie's ability. Oh. Vibrating cat attack. Or not. I bet that blood on his face, like, instantly raised the rating of this game for, like, the age rating. You amuse me, boy. You can't even handle an attack as meager as this? You cannot be worthy of the stone. Oh, vibrating cat! Ha 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 ha. It's not that you couldn't dodge, you simply didn't dodge, deliberately. Fine then. That's it for today. I think I'm beginning to see why the fairies chose you. It will be amusing to see how well you do. I will offer you some free information, though. You cannot defeat the Dark Genie even with the stone. Not yet. If you have a vague desire to defeat it, you must become stronger. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a gift for you. Have that little one return you the favor. See you soon. Changing potion acquired. Yeah, that's what we need to unlock her. Meow. Okay, I wasn't trying to voice the cat, but it just happened. Oh god. Alright, so let's throw that ruby on. So the ruby gives us 10 wind element. I'm sorry, ruby. Sapphire. And 10 more anti-dragon. So, anti-sky. That's kind of funny because I don't expect us to use it. I fight any sky monsters. I don't think the boss of this level is sky. I think it's counted as dragon. Oh. But anyways. Yeah, I'll be right back in 1 second. Alright. So we gotta wrap up. I gotta go. So let's go ahead and... So we're gonna keep the ruby and the sapphire and the shramshire. We're probably not gonna absorb them anytime soon unless it's convenient to do so. It's hard to say, honestly. In reality, we should probably... it would probably actually be a good idea to synth these into the dagger before... Or to combine them in the dagger before synthing it, because if we have a synth sphere that has, like, 20 anti-sky, it's gonna make Sal, or I think that's how I pronounce her name, really damn good. I'll think about it. So yeah, we're gonna try using the Shamshire in the for a little while as our go-to weapon, and we'll weapon swap over to the dagger in between. I just don't see that being efficient because it's gonna annoy me, but we're gonna try it. I don't know. The extra damage is really handy. Anyways, let's grab this. And now there are treasure chests on this floor. Oh, we can't get them until we get her. Ah. Getting thirsty. Wow. Yeah, we can't do anything here. Because if we try to do this... Toad cannot jump this. That's right, we do need her. Can we go back from here? Oh, you know what? What we can do, though? So we can use the escape powder, or technically we just leave dungeon. I don't think it takes an escape powder. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's find out. Yeah, okay, so didn't use escape powder, didn't take any of our money. So we have the changing potion we need to use on the cat in a minute. So that means we have to build out the town. We have to put our house down and put the girl in there, the cat in there, and stuff. But we'll do that next time. So let's go ahead and save our game for now. So yeah, we've gotten some pretty good goals down. Our current goal is to build out the town, like what we have of the town as far as possible in the way that needs to be put perfectly. And then we still need to finish off getting level 5 dagger and then putting it into the Shamshire, and then we'll never have to worry about doing that again for a little while. And then we'll probably get to floor 15 and then backtrack and hopefully start being able to generate enough money in the game to farm. I want to try the back door, but it probably, I don't know if it'd be worth doing a back floor until after we beat Tran and make it a little bit through Weisel's Forest for some better weapons. We'll see. Because also I want to unlock fishing too, so yeah. Gonna be a lot of grinding coming up. But I think we did a good job so far. Let's save it again, because it should always save your game twice. Perfect. And yeah, hopefully that was enjoyable. And if there's anything I missed, definitely let me know. Also, day 2 afternoon. So that's all we've got. And let's end it with... Yeah, I don't think the game's gonna let us be quiet, so there we go. Alright, well, we'll be back later for some more. Definitely having fun with this. It's a fun game, so take care.